Starting, we live, baby. What's going on with you? How you feeling?
What's good, bro?
Hey, episode 1.
Episode 1.
Technically, it's like episode 6 though, because
Yeah.
we had a couple of the Nas lost tapes that we never getting back again, but we built a lot of chemistry up to that we can get to this point right here we're at now. So
Facts.
yeah, exactly. Welcome to the podcast, Untitled, Always Mastered. Glad to have you here. You came with the title, so all thanks
Appreciate
to you.
the setup. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So before we begin, the first question we always start with, what you sipping on?
I know it's late, but I'm on some Jameson. I know it was St. Patty's Day weekend this past weekend.
Okay.
I was at the little exchange shop, Classics. I was on sale.
Okay.
It's $20.
Oh yeah, very cheap, very good.
Can't pass it.
So my story is, check this out. So a couple of weeks ago, me and no girl, we did this Ancestry.com kit, and today my results came in. It's like 6 weeks ago, and they finally came in today. So I got to see my makeup. 24% Nigerian, 19% from the Ivory Coast, and 21% was from Ireland, Scottish Wales. So, in regards to that, I too am sipping on the Jameson. I am also sipping on the goddamn Jameson.
Shout out to the
right,
Irish.
What's that?
Shout out to the Irish.
Yeah, shout out to the Irish. It was a lot. I couldn't believe it's that much of a makeup.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a topic for another day. You got eventually, man. I recommend it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a gift from my mom-in-law. She sent it over to me, and Jenny, and we just went ahead and took it a couple days for Valentine's Day, and yeah, just got it back today. Like I was sitting on the toilet taking a shit, and the email just popped up. Said your results are in. I couldn't click on that thing fast enough. Thumb almost went through the phone.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that being said, shout out to the Jameson too. It's a nice cup, nice glass. I like that one.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So we're gonna start off with this. Like I said, the lost tapes, we lost a lot of work, but our results remain the same. We don't get into that Kanye Final Four. Talk a little. Get that cough out. Yeah, get out now while you can. You do a lot of talking today. Talk a little. talk a little Zay Jones and my man Dwight with his career night. But first, we gotta go through the tracks that were left off by Carrington's bracket. Carrington at C.Harrison. You check his bracket out. The Kanye Madness. It's a lot of people doing that shit too.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that thing everywhere.
I think Drake and Rihanna did a bracket. I think.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's just big, man. Everybody's doing one. So we're gonna knock out our final four, but first we're gonna start off with the 16 tracks or at least our first 16 tracks that were out. So I'll let you go and go first, and we'll go from there.
So I went through albums, no particular order. So I'm gonna just spit these out. I got Wolves from Life of Pablo. Definitely felt like it should have been there. Fade. I thought it should have been a lower seed, maybe a 14 through 16. But I
had both those as well too.
Yeah, I thought Fade. The music video was dope with Sean.
Oh, music video was incredible. Hey, that shit's like when you watching that thing, make sure the door's closed. Make sure you're by yourself. Don't have anyone else around, and you sit back and enjoy it. All right,
enjoy it.
If you may need to grab a little something to aid you in the time of watching the video, like I know some Jergens and a nice towel, I'm not gonna blame you for it.
Yeah, Fade is also a low key great turn up record.
It's a great house party record that no one ever talks about.
Exactly.
Nobody ever talks about that one.
Everyone loves it. Yeah. From Yeezus, I got I'm In It and Hold My Liquor.
I got Hold My Liquor, but I don't have I'm In It. I have Send It Up.
I like I'm In It from The Hook. I can't think of his name.
I forget.
Have to look that
it was
up,
a dope
but it's the
though.
same dude, The Hook on Black or the Berry. We'll say that for the podcast.
Okay, the Kendrick joint. All right.
Little tease. So it's Cruel Summer album, but Kanye did his thing, and he has 2 verses, so I think he deserves to be on here. You Got Flow with Pusha T. Can't go wrong. Thought it should have been on there. New Day, Watch the Throne, talking about going with fatherhood. Thought it was necessary. Who Gonna Stop Me? Definitely should have been on there.
Yeah, I have that one as well too.
Okay. Why I Love You. I mean, talking about betrayal.
I do not have that one on there. I've never liked that song that much. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I fucking said I've never been a fan of that one, dude. I think it was great for the moment and for the time, but I heard it today. And honestly, that's probably one of Jay-Z's weakest albums when it comes to verses.
I don't have time
after what he's gave me on 444. You go back and look at it, Reasonable Doubt. Take the Blueprint. Nah, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not taking Jay-Z Watch the Throne versus over any of that shit. Great tracks. If there was an underground artist trying to make us come up,
That's disrespectful. We have too much to get into for me to argue that.
okay,
Listen,
that's fine.
from Dark Twisted, Lost in the World, / Who Will Survive in America, the outro. Those two outro records I thought should have been out there.
Great tracks.
Also from Dark Twisted, Hell of a Life. Definitely
Yes.
thought should have been like a 7 seed, to be honest. From 808, Paranoid. 15,
Yes.
16 seed.
Yep.
Not too high. Just make the tournament. See You in My Nightmares should have been the strongest representative in my opinion from 808s. All right, a personal favorite. A personal favorite, Pinocchio Story. I like it. Don't really got a reason for it. I just like it. Low seed, 16. Just get in. And I got it.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, 16. Yeah.
Wait, 16 seed like UMBC or 16 seed like that team that went against women's UConn. They lost for like 100 points.
Went against women's UConn. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. I'll give you that one then.
Yeah. It barely made the tournament. And Breathe In, Breathe Out with the Ludacris feature.
Oh yes, I completely forgot that one right there. Those are some good ones. Okay, I'll tell you what I got. Gone from Late Registration.
Okay.
Yeah. Graduation. I took Everything I Am.
Okay.
Common Pass on this beat is smooth. It's cool. It's like I said, a nice late night vibe. You ride to by yourself. Even you and your girl have a nice conversation. You can put that thing on. I think it lives in different places. As far as 808s, I had Welcome to Heartbreak. That had to be on there. The Cuddy joint.
It should have been on there. That's a failure on my part.
I'm looking at your eyes right now. You're like, oh shit, I forgot that one. But I put the same one, Breathe In, Breathe Out, and New God Flow. I just went off the albums. I didn't even go off the. Well, I guess technically that was that's like a compilation with
it was
the whole family.
But that's pretty much Ye's record.
Yeah, you cheat on that one, but I'll give you that one.
The people gotta give the people what they want. Shout out to Jenna Rose.
Goddamn people. All right, Paranoid as well. RoboCop. I went RoboCop, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, I went RoboCop, and I want to say something real quick after these last two tracks. I said "See You in My Nightmares" as well, and I gave the Coldest Winter entry to the bracket. Going back and listening to 808s again, I'm in love with the whole album, all over. Okay. I think the music has stood the test of time, whereas it's almost futuristic. Like that sound has not been crafted completely yet. I think that whole album was probably about 20 years ahead of its time. I'm a huge fan of it. Going back, listen through it again. I may play this one all week, honestly. I may 808s. I may not because I'm going through anything. I just want to throw that out there, but yeah, you got to.
I was thinking that.
I love the sound. I love the emotion Kanye's going through. It's dude, 808s is I think it's became one of my top 3 Kanye West albums.
I don't have time to argue with you, so
that's fine.
Let's just keep it going.
All right, Hell of a Life. I got Hell of a Life on that one too.
What seed should it have been?
Honestly, in my bracket, I think Hell of a Life could have been a 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah, the production, especially the back half of it, where you broke it down again. I just fell in love with a porn star.
There's some Easter eggs on that record.
It's a lot of Easter eggs.
There's a lot of Easter
but we ain't going there right now. We're just going over the bracket.
Not today.
Yeah, exactly. I Am a God.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah, I threw that in there.
All right.
Yeah, off Watch the Throne, Who Gonna Stop Me, and Ham. I threw Ham in there too. That beat is crazy. Yeah, that's right. You forgot one, baby.
Forgot Ham.
And and the last 3 I gave Fade, St. Pablo, and Wolves. So that's my 16 that could have been in the bracket over some of those other wild ass tracks like The Glory and Say You Will.
Or Late. Let me ask you, where would you put?
Don't disrespect Late. Do not disrespect Late.
I already did disrespected it. There's no record of it, but
I'm gonna call my cell phone company. I'm gonna see if I can find that. And we'll come back and get you.
Where would you put Wolves? I'm just curious, real quick, just in the seating.
Wolves is a 7.
Okay, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. Who's your 16 again?
All of them?
No, who's your 16? Seat 16.
What you mean?
Like UMBC. Who's your 16?
I'm not tracking on what you. Oh, of all these, like the new ones?
Yeah. Your
Oh,
16 seed, like 1 versus 16. Who's your 16?
like who I would take an upset over one, or
No, no,
just
no, no. Just who's your 16 seed? Like who's your least? What track would you put in C16?
my of these my least? Probably Pinocchio story. We talked about it.
Yeah, Pinocchio story. I'll give you that one.
It gets in just with raw emotion, but it's not. Yeah.
For me, I'll say my 16 seed is probably going to be Everything I Am.
Okay.
Yeah. Who do you have winning your bracket?
Of these or everybody?
Of these right here, just these. Come on now.
I take Wolves.
Wolves?
I take Wolves.
Really? Wolves.
Yes.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Mhm.
Man, I'm going to take Gone, personally.
Okay.
I think Consequence of Cameron versus were great. The beat was incredible. When Kanye went back in at the end of Gone, that's one of Kanye's finest verses he's ever put on wax. Ever.
With that in mind, I take. Well, it's cheating, but I take New God Flow actually.
It is cheating.
But I'll take
It is cheating. But I mean, it's our bracket, so we do what the fuck we want to.
Hey, speaking of great tracks, can we just give a shout out to the skits on Late Registration? Can we just
yeah.
much
Yeah.
that
And on College
adds to
Dropout
that
too.
record? Yeah, but
Kanye's
yeah,
skits have been great over the years. He's
Fantastic.
probably when it comes to skits on albums, Kanye's the best.
Agree.
Yeah, and let's not forget Chris Rock on Dark Twisted Fantasy either.
Oh yeah, we gave that. Well, the people don't know, but we gave that plenty of love.
Ooh, that was almost the breaking factor for it to win or not in like the final round.
Yeah, it had its run.
It had a great run. Okay, all right. So now that we got that knocked out the way, let's talk about the real Final Four.
I can't wait.
Hey, would you care to introduce the tracks?
Well, we have Through the Wire in the Northwest bracket.
Yeah.
In the Southwest bracket, we have Runaway. In the Northeast bracket, we have Jesus Walks. And in the Southeast bracket, we have Niggas in Paris.
Okay. So who's going against who right now?
Well, in this standard format, it would be Through the Wire versus Runaway. Thinking of this off the top, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be Niggas in Paris versus Jesus Walks.
But we ain't doing the standard format.
Certainly
like
not.
Everyone else. This is not a real Final Four. This is a Super Mario Smash Brothers Final Four. A melee, baby. All 4 tracks versus 1. All
Every
4 tracks
man
going against each other.
For himself. And shout out to you for thinking about this. This is brilliant.
Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Off the top of the dome, baby. I was cooking dinner, just thinking about yeah, let's do that right there. That works out because I didn't want to do the same shit. So, we could break, make a championship and whatever. Okay, so let's go off our criteria step by step. All right, impact. Which track is most impactful?
Can I ask you a question before we start?
Yeah, please. Ask away.
What character would each song be as a Super Smash Brothers character?
Ooh, which one are we talking about?
Let's start with Through the Wire.
No, I mean which Smash game we talking about? Because they were all a little bit different. I say stick with the classic characters.
Classics, yeah.
Because all of them. Okay, all right.
All these songs classics, right?
Yeah. Okay. Through the Wire is Super Mario.
All right. Runaway?
Runaway is Kirby. Hey, don't sleep with Kirby. All right, when they get that hammer cracking, it goes down, baby. All right. Well, put some respect on Kirby. Who? All right, who would you say?
Hold on. Well, let's finish yours first.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right.
Jesus Walks. This is all off the top
Walks.
for myself, by the way.
What's that?
So, this is all off the top for me too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Jesus Walks is Jesus Walks is I already have one. I already know I'm gonna give Niggas in Paris. Niggas in Paris is Donkey Kong.
Yeah, auto lock.
Yeah. Niggas in Paris is Donkey Kong. Jesus Walks. I need a mix of speed and strength. I need a character with a message. Star Fox.
Oh,
Oh yeah. I tell you, just give me a little bit of time. Let me think about it. Yeah, give me Star Fox.
okay.
So I'll tell you why I gave each one his thing.
Yeah.
Through the Wire, Super Mario. Uh, Through the Wire started all. Super Mario started everything for Nintendo. So it just made sense for that one right there. Niggas in Paris, Donkey Kong. I mean, one more I gotta explain, okay? I do have to explain this one because I don't want anybody to think I'm saying something crazy here. But Donkey Kong, real rambunctious. Comes against his opponent, just pulverizes him, no mercy, not playing any games, not taking any prisoners. Niggas in Paris, same thing. The track doesn't give a fuck. It comes right at you. It tells you what it wants. It's gonna tell you how to feel, and you can play it anywhere. That's my comparison. Don't anybody try to twist that to something stupid. Yeah, exactly. You know how it is in these days and ages. Jesus Walks, Star Fox, Elsewhere World. Jesus Fox. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, pun intended. Jesus Walks. Also, that's Elsewhere as far as the supernatural, as far as religion. So I felt those two fit with each other, and also Star Fox is a very underrated character, but very, very, very much hold his own as Jesus Walks, which I feel like over the years become a very underrated Kanye record.
Okay.
Kirby, Runaway. Runaway is kind of like a different track. Kirby's pink. It's a different character. You don't really take it seriously at first, but the more and more you see of it, the more and more it grows on you. Not to mention Kirby, he can like suck in different items and like change his whole appearance. And the track Runaway changes his appearance up several different times too. So, bam, man, I killed that shit. God damn, woo! That's it. I'm pouring myself some more Jameson for that one. That was good, baby. That was great.
I have it.
What you got? What you think?
So I had mine, but you kind of convinced me of another one. I like that Through the Wire, Super Mario, right? People talk Hove, they bring up Reasonable Doubt. Started it all. I'll give you that. Runaway, I'm gonna give you Pikachu.
That was another character I thought about going with, but yeah, go on, please.
So you said Kirby looks innocent. Pikachu looks so innocent.
He does.
But Runaway is lightning in a bottle.
Ooh.
And it take a lot for that circumstance to come together. A little spoiler for later. Or teaser, I should say. And it took a lot. It looks innocent. When that lightning's coming. Jesus Walk. I like your other two. Jesus Walks to Star Fox. I thought that was dope. And you could make a case for a Bowser with niggas in Paris, but Donkey Kong all the way.
Yeah. Both of them kind of represent the same thing, though.
They do.
Strong characters. Big, tough. Ain't really give a damn. Take what they want.
But Donkey Kong, I felt, has that agility that niggas in Paris has. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So we put all these tracks in a battle. So I tell you what. Since I went with you picked majority of mine, I'll go with Pikachu for Runaway because I do like that lightning bottle. I did like my Kirby.
Kirby was dope.
Yeah, Kirby. Yeah, that was cool. But I'll go with yours for the record. So we got Mario, the classic character. Donkey Kong, another classic. Star Fox, a great character who hasn't got as much love as he should, and Pikachu, who's just worldwide. So, and that's where we're comparing the tracks to. Who wins this melee? I think let's say they all have 5 lives, no items, even playing field. And me as a connoisseur of the game and a fan, I would have to say the fast characters are just too quick for Donkey Kong, and they just get him out of there. They have too many maneuvers, too many moves with them. Star Fox speed, the gun. Mario's as crafty as he is. Pikachu with the as fast, agility, the lightning. They get Donkey Kong out of there. So now, say it's like 2 lives left apiece. Mario, Pikachu, Star Fox. That's almost a toss up, dude. It really depends on the mood of that day. It depends on the mood of that day. Like honestly, how could you really? Each one brings something great to the table, and now I'm going back to the music because I had to get niggas in Paris out there quick. So Jesus Walks, Runaway, and Through the Wire. They all bring something to the table, but it's something that Mario has aka Through the Wire, has that none of these tracks have. Now, I'm gonna argue something a little bit differently. Sonically, I think Runaway's the best track here. Message, impact, I would have to say Jesus Walks. But at the end of the day, when you just look at it, Through the Wire gave birth to all these motherfuckers. Through the Wire is the reason Runaway even exists to this day. If there's one Through the Wire, is Jesus Walks as big of a track as it came out to be. Through the Wire, Mario is the father of all of y'all. And Daddy gonna get his. And that's why Through the Wire is the greatest track that Kanye has ever made to this day. Through the Wire birthed every single song you love of Kanye. Everything that came next. Through the Wire for the championship.
And not, in the words of Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend.
What you gonna do? You gonna bring out a goddamn
Not
mascot
so
head?
I will do it. I will do it. Don't tempt me. So it's interesting. If there's a game, you could have an analyst and they'll break it down separately, and each analyst could have the game going in a different way. So I saw it differently than you. When the Heisman Trophy comes up, or an MVP, we see this in basketball right now with the Warriors. When two players from the same team are up, they hurt each other because they're competing against each other because you question their value. Think Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart. Think Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. They're if they were on separate teams, they would both be heavy favorites. Well, James Harden was still, but they both have heavy consideration. Because they're together, we both know they're not winning the MVP.
Yeah. Okay.
So to me, you got Through the Wire and Jesus Walks battling. It's an all-out brouhaha. Shout out to my English teacher, Mr. Clark, for that one. Now, 11th grade, never forget them. Niggas in Paris is just, we use basketball analogies. They got here with just pure offense. They play no defense. They are just running down. You ever played basketball with like 5 Filipinos? They are just blazing down the court. It is just speed, and threes. Pick and rolls, that's it. It's all offense. So that's the niggas in Paris got here. And they are just, if anybody ever played a video game or free-for-all, and you and the other person are like in a one-on-one battle, they come out of nowhere to like try to steal the kill.
Okay.
Then you got Runaway. And Runaway is its own piece, and it's kind of hard to identify here. But I think, I agree, niggas in Paris gets dropped out. They don't play defense. They can't make the stop. They're out. You agree with that?
Get him out of there.
I think we
Get
both
him out
agree.
of there.
They had their run. They made the Final Four. They cut their nets, but they're losing. So now it comes to 3. And I'm not going to argue against Jesus Walks, and I'm not going to argue against Through the Wire. Actually, I am. Pause.
Uh-oh.
So you said Through the Wire started it all. And that was the big piece. Let me ask you something. What was MJ's most important championship ring?
Which one meant the most to him?
The most important in his career. Well, I don't care about him per se, what he thinks, but
if we're talking MJ, I'd say probably the third one. When was it the third or fourth one? His pops died. Which one was that one?
I think it was his third one. Right? He's crying. He's crying.
Yeah, that one right there.
What about Kobe?
I think for Kobe, it's probably the one he went after Shaq. The first one he went after Shaq.
Against Dwight Howard? That one? Okay.
Yeah, against the Magic.
What about Tom Brady?
I see you're going there with this one right here. You ain't gonna walk me down. You're not gonna walk me down to the paint.
You already.
I know you're going there with this one. It's probably the one where Roger Goodell had a hand in the Patriots, the goddamn trophy, because he suspended him for 4 games. Yes, the fourth one. I'm aware.
Okay. None of those was their first chip.
But the first was always so special.
But it's not the most important. It's not the. It is special.
I said impact. I said impact was gonna get through the wire here.
Just impact. We got more. We got other features.
I said impact was not gonna get it through here.
Okay, but you were just going on record saying these 3 elite Hall of Famers, or will be Hall of Famers, none of their best championship, and it's not even close, was their first.
Use my basketball knowledge and sports knowledge against me.
That's right. That's what a good debater does. Use your own knowledge against you. Get used to it.
Let's go.
And so, because of that, Through the Wire, it gets special consideration because it's first. And Jesus Walks does this thing. But I'm done arguing against. Let me just get to Runaway. Sonically, no song beats it.
Yes, I agree.
Let's talk about Through the Wire and what it meant for Kanye at the time, beginning his legacy. Runaway cemented his legacy. That was post Taylor Swift debacle.
It
That was
was.
his first at the MTV Awards when he came back a year later. And it was just him on stage, and the lights were dim, and we all hadn't seen Kanye for a year because he was on hiatus. It was Runaway that he played on stage. It wasn't Power. It wasn't All of the Lights. It wasn't any of those older records after Dark Twisted. It was Runaway he played. Let's have a toast for the douchebags. Have a toast for the assholes. He's talking about himself. He's talking about himself in that moment. And we can all relate to that, whether we're singing about a douchebag or asshole at work or whatever, or I'm the douchebag or asshole. The ability of Pusha T to rap through Kanye's eyes. You go through Pusha T's verse. He ain't rapping about himself. He's rapping through Kanye's eyes. Go through that verse again. So I'll put the lyrics. The people know it. They don't need it. In this crazy song of architecture, this crazy, the drums, the horns, the bass, and everything in the middle of the song comes crashing to its knees. In the middle of the record. In the middle of the record starts with what it began with. One piano key playing. Ding, ding.
Classic.
Ding. And just like what Kanye was going through in life, and just like what people go through in everyday life, when the world is crashing down on them and all they have is music, it takes one piano key to take it away. Just one piano key that shows the purity of music in its most rawest form. There's no lyrics. There's no crazy beats. There's no double entendres. There's none of that. If Through the Wire began Kanye's legacy, Runaway cemented it.
What is more important, beginning a legacy, already being a legend, and solidifying your legacy?
The beginning is just like the first
you already
mile.
So pretty much you're buying Apple stock right now instead of buying some young startup and seeing it grow.
Well, we already talked. I already brought up that this was Kanye at a very low stock in his career, so you can't say it's at his high point. It's easy to look at now and say, "Oh, Runaway, Dark Twisted."
But this stock was still higher than Through the Wire at the time.
I would agree with that from Kanye, but from a public standpoint and how people looked at him, it was at an all-time low.
The president called him a jackass. That's true. The abomination of Obama's nation. So I got to take this right here. So let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
The Swift incident. I feel like at this point we're arguing Through the Wire versus Runaway.
It is.
Did Jesus walks? When did that happen? wait, hey, where did Jesus walks go at? Oh,
it did its thing. It got here, but let's be honest, there were two juggernauts in this bracket, and
it is what it is.
Tell me. It is what it is.
Hey, you tell me, Jalen Ramsey. You tell me. Okay, all right. So you bring up the Taylor Swift incident, which is cool. Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. We all lived through it. We saw it. Kanye disappeared for a while, went to Hawaii. You know, there's rumors like it is now with him making music. By the way, shout out to those that link you sent me with the what is it? Wyoming, I think. Yeah,
Montana.
You sure? I thought it was Wyoming.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Positive.
Okay, all right, we'll go with it. Yeah, I thought that was great. See, Nas, what was it? Nas and Cudi there.
Nas and Cudi, yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty much the same situation was with Twisted Fantasy, which was excellent for the music. Whenever Kanye secludes himself and gets away. Okay, so what I want to argue here is the Taylor Swift incident that you said is cemented Kanye's legacy. But to build a legacy is a lot harder. The build of a house is hard. You're talking about just making, the roof, may have caved in. Okay, all right, we could fix that. But the foundation is still there. The foundation was that night in the Mercedes without the safe belt crashing and his mouth getting all wired shut. The foundation was also him being the first of his kind, pretty much, to rap without using the guns and knives, or using creative way to rhyme without using knives and guns. Wasn't done before Kanye. If it was, who are they? They ain't really do too much.
Common,
great career. Love him as an artist.
I was just making a joke.
Yeah. Great actor.
I was making a joke. Yeah.
But nobody's Ye. Nobody's Ye.
Okay.
Ye not only with that one song right there, put his whole life on the line in bars, rapping Through the Wire. Jay-Z didn't even want to sign him. Dame was the only person that believed him in the building. He almost went to Capitol. That right there built the legacy. And upon that legacy, he's able to add on to the house. Next thing you know, he's putting the pool in the backyard. They built the deck. Maybe they built a little guest house for the stepmom. I don't know. Runaway is one of those right there. Runaway is the pool. Runaway. I'm sorry. Runaway is not the pool in the back. Runaway is the roof caved in. A bad storm came. We got to rebuild some parts of the house, but the foundation's still there, and the foundation is motherfucking Through the Wire. Through the Wire is the father, the daddy of all of these tracks right here. And without Through the Wire, you have nothing. Nothing. Like I said, sonically, I will give it to you all day. Runaway.
If you take Through the Wire off a College Dropout, it's still a classic. Like, let's not talk about like Kanye's still great.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Kanye's so much great music. I mean, he's so much great music. But Through the Wire you needed that right there. He needed that.
You talk about foundation, but what good is a foundation if it's not built upon? Yeah, I'll give you Through the Wire was the foundation. And then I've just told you all these great athletes, Kobe, MJ, Brady. When we look back at their careers, we rarely see that first championship. We see, by the way, I'm going to argue Kobe's 5th against the Boston Celtics with his hands raised a la MJ. We see MJ
I would say it's crying. I was arguing the 4th one. That's okay, topic for another day.
Another day. We see MJ crying because of the passing of his father and how much that meant and the innocence of the love of the game of basketball, similar to Ye's love of innocence for the game of music in Runaway. We see it with Tom Brady. No one ever talks about that first chip. He was carried by a defense. But anyway.
They talk about the Tuck rule.
Yeah, they talk about the Tucker rule. Yeah, they do.
They talk about the Tucker rule more than that Super Bowl because they shouldn't have won that shit. They should have lost, but whatever.
So I think we need to go back to the foundation. What is the grading criteria?
Okay, impact.
Let's go back to the basics. Impact?
Yeah, impact.
So Through the Wire birthed this soulful sound. Runaway birthed this innocence that we see in hip-hop today. We see Drake, Take Care. You don't get Take Care without Runaway. You don't get Childish Gambino without Runaway.
That's a great point right there.
Kendrick Lamar's introspectiveness without Runaway.
Was not Through the Wire introspective?
It was, and it was a song of triumph, of overcoming odds. And so is Runaway. Where Runaway has, we talk about impact. This is really interesting. Just how do you cut it? The innocence to look at yourself. We don't get 444 without Runaway. I didn't even bring that up. That record.
I highly disagree with that.
Okay.
And I cannot believe you just said that shit.
Let's just say Runaway was ahead of his time. I can put 444 aside. But we don't get Take Care. We don't get Childish. We don't get Kendrick's intro.
I would say Kanye's birthed a lot. Yes, absolutely.
So impact. Who else has mastered the soulful sound in the game outside of Kanye?
Little Brother? He was doing his thing. He's doing his thing. Common also has that soulful sound, but Common's also signed to Ye. Ye influenced a whole decade of music from all the way up to like even early Drake, where there's that soulful sound. The Kanye production playlist on Apple Music is incredible. It just shows you how much of a hand he's had in everything.
Certainly.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm over tripping my words just thinking about it.
But would you take Common, or I'll throw Chance in there for you, and Chance over Drake?
Hell no. Absolutely not.
So would you say impact goes to Runaway?
I see how you said that right there. Because that soulful sound, you really hear too much of that today.
He bodied it, but it was very hard for anybody else to like cop off of it. I won't say cop, that's a bad word, but
Is it a good thing though that you create a sound that nobody can really mimic? That sound is pretty much yours.
That is great, but if you're talking about impact, you're talking about influence of game beyond just yourself. You're talking about breaking barriers.
You influenced the game for 10 years after that.
At
least 10 years.
You want Jackie Robinson creating a wave to come after you. You're not just talking about you. If you're talking about impact, you have to talk about what it created for others.
So Through the Wire didn't create anything else for others.
It did, but not the barriers that Runaway had.
You really giving a lot of credit to Runaway for doing this. Runaway
Yes,
came
I
out
am.
what year? What year did Runaway come out?
Oh, 09? Well,
You
10?
sure it's 09?
Might have been 10.
I feel like Ye's music has already influenced well before that to allow those artists to come through.
I agree with that. I'm not disagreeing with it, but I think
Especially
Runaway
808s with
is
Drake.
808s. I'll give you 808s too, but I think Runaway is the centerpiece. It is the driving force. It is in the front.
I would say Impact here is also almost a toss up because I feel like I could argue the same thing you did for that one. I could argue for Through the Wire. Everything you just said, because I feel like that was that right there. The track was way different. The lyrical content at the time was something that was guns, knives. I'll shoot you up. Bring my nine to the club.
Definitely. Yeah.
Bang bang to your head. And then Ye came with his new shit, and it was just completely cool. It was something different, and I could take a Drake from that. I could take a Chance the Rapper from that. I could take what you say, Childish. Now, as far as sonically production, now we're talking something different, and production is another key right here too. We already went over Impact. Impact, I'll throw it up in the air. We can argue that for either one to make our point across. So
right.
That's a wash. Production is where we come down to now. What sound stands more of a test of time?
Runaway
or Through the Wire? And I'm not going to be biased here, and I will give you Runaway 100%. I was in that thing today, that 9 minutes of beauty. Oh, an amazing track. I'm absolutely in love with it. To me, honestly, I don't think it's really a competition when it comes to the production between Through the Wire and Runaway. Through the Wire is a great beat, Shaka Khan sample. I absolutely love it. But when it comes to Runaway and that piano, that one key just hitting over and over again, drops down, then comes back, and that beat just comes over top of you. You can play that song anywhere. Anywhere that song can exist.
Yes. The way the piano is the heart and soul of that record in the beginning, when the production comes in and you get the drums and you get the bass, the piano, shout out to Dissect Podcast, floats on the top. And then in the middle, it still maintains its relevancy. The production on there is second to none.
Yeah, I'll get production. To Runaway. Okay, lyrical content.
Now, this is really interesting.
Yeah, this. Okay, so that's what I look at right here. Runaway's talking about losing a girl. Through the Wire's talking about possibly losing your life. If you ask me, you really can't compare the two. Losing a woman, yes, it hurts. It fucking sucks. The pain will last for a very long time. But guess what? The pain is able to last. It's able to hurt because you're alive. And that's pretty much what it comes down to. Lyrical content, you're going to give me Through the Wire.
No, I'm not. Because you looked at it black and white.
Oh, all right. Argue that. Argue what I just said.
Not so fast. I'm not disagreeing with what you said Through the Wire. I agree 100. I'm going back to Runaway. I think it's very ambiguous in what it's talking about. When you first listen to it, you go, he's talking about a girl. He's talking about breakup, Amber Rose, or whatever he was going through at the time, right? But it's very ambiguous. It can be interpreted to the listener however it wants to be consumed. So when I say run away from me, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be whatever somebody's going through. When it talks about the douchebag and the assholes, I have been the person toasting to the douchebag and the asshole, and I have considered myself the douchebag and the asshole at one point. Where I'm listening to that record and I go, probably shouldn't have did that. Runaway is more than just a breakup too. It is innocence of life. It is Ye unable to express himself as a human that we see at the end, him just humming, because you can't possibly explain what happened in the last 3 minutes lyrically. How would you explain a painting to a blind person? You can't. And how would you explain what's happening sonically in a lyrical box?
Okay, I see where you're going with that one right there. It's so great to him that he really can't speak on it.
Yes,
and it can be ambiguous. But the fact is that you're wrong right there because it's not ambiguous. Because Ye said
it is ambiguous.
Ye said he talked about the first verse. I got a problem with females. I'm really not good at that shit. See, I can have me a good girl and still be addicted to the hood rats and blame everything on you. At least you know that's what I'm good at. He's talking about exactly what it is. Now the hook can be ambiguous. I agree. The verses are very clear what it's talking about. Pusha T comes on 24/7, 365. Pussy stays on my mind. I did it. All right, I admit it. They're talking about a woman. Now it comes down to this: a track about possibly losing my
Can I
life.
pause you for a second? Because
Go ahead, because I'm going in on you.
I have a fact.
Ding, ding, ding.
I have a fact to rebuttal what you just said about the ambiguity.
Go
Kanye
ahead.
on Access Hollywood. I knew it, so I popped it up real funny.
I saw you typing.
And quote, in a way, it's funny. It's like the song sounds like it's talking about a girl. Could also be talking about a relationship with society or my relationship with the fans or anyone who I let down or people who had to defend me that really loved me. I like leaving songs ambiguous a little bit where it's like it could be about other people. It could also be about yourself. It's funny. It's like a man's anthem, but it's a woman's anthem. Like, let's have a toast with the deuce bag. So if you want to argue lyrically that Through the Wire is greater than Runaway, have at it. But don't tell me it's not ambiguous. Runaway isn't open to interpretation. Don't give me that.
With that being
Kanye's
said, what I said is that the hook could be ambiguous. I'm talking about the verses.
The whole
The
song's
verses.
ambiguous.
The verse is what he said. The verse is very clear what he said.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
What he said. No, I don't care what Ye's saying right there. The
You
hook,
don't care what
I
Ye's
agree.
saying? He crafted it. How you not care what Ye's saying?
You know what? I don't give a damn what Ye's saying. All right, how about that? The hook. No, the hook. 100%. I told you the hook can be ambiguous, but the
Okay.
verses are very clear. I sent a girl a picture of my dick. Like, all right, what's the deep meaning behind that? Show me the innuendo. You know, I'm gonna bring the lyrics right now too, because we want
Well,
to.
if you want, I could argue against that. That Kanye's had a la Draymond Green had a pic released online. So we talked about him in society and that pic being released. It could very well be about that. Not talking to a girl, talking about society.
That's not what Kanye's talking about, and me, you both know
You
that.
tell me?
And don't bring
Okay.
Draymond Green
Well,
to this
I
shit.
got-
Don't do that. Don't do that to this man.
I got quotes.
Earned.
I got facts. What you got?
She find pictures in my email. I send this bitch a picture of my dick. I don't know what it is with females, but I'm not too good at that shit.
Females can be interpreted.
Into what? Caitlyn Jenner?
It's just
What you talking about here?
let me take a sip of this.
Argue that point. Take a step to Jameson, pour some more, and you're gonna argue that one against me.
We've seen that just because you're talking about one thing, it can represent others. So okay, let me use your argument against you. Let's say he's just talking about a female. It could be a double or triple entendre. He's talking about a female. He's talking about society. He's talking about relationships in general.
So life's a bitch. Is what you're saying.
Could be.
Could like that. Could be what he means.
That's your interpretation. If that's what you're saying.
Okay. So this isn't so much a debate. I just want to see where you're going. I want you to argue your points correctly.
Well, I mean, I just quoted Kanye straight, so it didn't get better than that.
Kanye says a lot of crazy shit. You want me to pull up a lot of other things Kanye said too?
Not really.
That's what I'm saying. I don't give a damn what he's saying. I'm listening to the song. Kanye also said that. Whoa! I'm gonna get it to you. I'm gonna tear you down right now. Kanye said that "Life of Pablo" is a gospel album. It was a meme, him saying that. And the picture right next to it is that the whole bleach asshole line, those 4 bars. That was right next to him saying it was a gospel album.
Life of Pablo has a lot of gospel influence, and you can't deny that.
Oh, it does too. But the bleach asshole, the stripper.
Oh, we talked about that. That's a terrible bar. It's terrible.
But things that Kanye said shit, and then it's like, okay.
So do you not take this quote at its what he's saying, or you just think he's
but seriously though, I think it's a great quote. He is the artist of the song. I feel that his lyrical content, with him saying something very specific. I sent this bitch an email, a picture of my dick. I mean, I would love to hear him break that down further. I guess what I need is more clarity. Then, if that's what he's saying about the whole song, that the whole thing's ambiguous. It can mean what it is to the listener. The hook, understand that 100%. You know, toast the douchebag. You say yourself, myself, anybody out there. But as far as the lyricals content of his verse, I would need to hear more from him to be on his side.
So I agree. Through the Wire wins lyrical content. I agree. I just want to say it can be open to interpretation. We see Jay on 99 Problems with or that whole record where the bitch it represents something else in each
One of the best
verse.
hip hop tracks of all time, if you ask me.
Definitely, absolutely.
Yeah. Shout out to
No,
Rick Rubin.
shout out to Rick Rubin. But we see Jay, and that's Jay, it's not Kanye, but and he's on a whole nother level lyrically. But he uses a bitch where people think it's talking about a female, but in each verse it represents something totally different. So it's totally possible that Ye is using the female to, like we see on, I can't think of the record, whatever, where he's personifying Chicago as a woman.
Oh, Homecoming.
Runaway. Homecoming, thank you.
Yeah.
Where Runaway, he's personifying a woman as all these other things. And let's not forget, the cover of Dark Twisted is a woman on top of him.
It is. It is.
But lyrical content, I'd have to agree. It's through the wire.
Okay. So Impact was a wash. Production went to Runaway. Through the wire got the lyrical content. Features.
It's a wash. Oh, what? No. Got Pusha T's verse.
And you also got the Shaka Khan sample.
I'll take Pusha T easy.
Shaka Khan makes the whole song. You can take Pusha T out, and Runaway's still great. You can't take Shaka Khan out of Through the Wire, and it's still a great song.
Sample was great, but it's not something totally ambitious
It's
where
not
Kanye
great.
cuts
You
up
just
the
say that
samples
sample wasn't great.
No. Let me rephrase. It's not.
No, but clear your words up, please.
It's great. It's just not ultra creative where the sample is pitched up and you go, "Oh, I can't believe that sample was from that."
Well, the sample was pitched up.
It was, and he did his thing on the sample. I'm not denying that, but it's not. I take the Pusha T verse.
You're taking a classic sample over a Pusha T verse.
Oh my god, you love to go to extremes when you argue. You know that a Pusha T verse, a critical Pusha T verse.
Oh, it was a great verse. Don't get me wrong. It made it here this far. I love the track.
Verse. Maybe a topic for another day. In terms of popularity, most people can identify Pusha T from Runaway, but that's a topic for another day. This is
tough right here. We knew it was gonna be hard.
What else is? What's the last category outside of features?
We said features. We already said criteria. We already said impact. We already said production. We already said lyrical content. Also, let's go over. My guy just sent me a picture of me on the podcast. Stupid. All right, so this is the last thing we want to go over is just feel. Feel. Where does it exist at? Both tracks. In today's society, they both have had a chance to stand the test of time. I think 5 years is enough, truly, to us. Yeah, the stand test of time.
It's been 8 years, right?
Yeah, it's been 8 years. It's been 8. Through the Wire, 2003. That was, dude, that's like 15. So they both, I mean, at this point, they're pretty much the same age, if you ask me.
Yeah, they've aged.
I mean, what's a track from the 60s and a track from the 70s to you?
Yeah,
I mean, exactly. It's pretty much throwing up. All right, so this is the last. This is number 6. 6 God. Shout out to my boy Drake.
Okay.
Oh, we got to talk about the God's Plan video one day too.
We do.
Yeah, for sure. Overall feel. Monday, Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Where do these tracks exist at? Where are you leaning to for this type of music?
I think I said Through the Wire is a song of triumph, and I think I'll go with that again. Where if you're going through something, you feel like giving up or whatever. I don't know. I shouldn't say whatever, but we all face obstacles, and you just want to say F it, and you grasping for anything. Through the Wire will single-handedly give you that energy to keep pushing.
Mm-hmm.
It defies obstacles in the face of adversity for triumph, and that's what it does best. Kind of like Jesus Walks. That's why I said the two go against each other.
I feel like it's more than just triumph. I don't want to cut you off, but I have to here.
Go ahead.
I feel like it's more than just triumph. I feel like it's also if you're going through something tough, you try and get through something, through the wire. The wire can almost be anything to you. The wire could be ambiguous. Shout out to Runaway. The wire could almost be anything. What is the wire to you? The wire could be a deployment, for military members. The wire could be living paycheck to paycheck. What is Through the Wire? The wire for Kanye was the mouth wired of course wired together. But what is Through the Wire? Through the Wire could just be waking up every single day for somebody. So you say a track of triumph, that's true, but it also is a track of struggle, and
Yeah,
that that duality is beautiful. That you really get a track that can do both at the same damn time. No pun of future. Now, please go on.
yeah, I agree. I agree with that being said.
Yeah.
Uh, Runaway hits you right in the feels from the minute you hear that piano chord.
Oh.
Ding, ding. Like you're instantly, whatever you were listening to earlier, you're sonically glued to Runaway at that point. It doesn't matter outside of like trying to turn up and this record somehow being played. Like no matter what you listened to before, it's washed, and Runaway instantly takes center stage of whatever you're listening to, and it completely teleports you. The ladies and gentlemen introduction on Runaway, ladies and gentlemen, like as if Kanye is introducing the audience, to what's about to transpire in this record,
Yeah.
in this 13th chapel, in this Mona Lisa of Runaway. Runaway just hits you in the feels. It hits you, and then I said, you've got all these crazy instruments and this crazy Pusha T verse and this crazy ambiguity. The song comes crashing once again to this piano keys, and it comes crashing to the simplicity of Kanye just humming, and it's absolutely genius.
He's a goddamn genius. We're pretty much arguing it's two genius records against each other.
We are.
Yeah. I feel that Runaway, everybody's been through a breakup. Everybody's had triumph. Everybody has had a struggle. And Runaway also kind of does the same thing that Through the Wire does, if that it can almost be a triumph record.
Yes.
Like you're so happy to be maybe out of a relationship that this song also has a lot of duality to it as well. I mean, I found myself playing it when I've been out of relationships, and it's been great. I found myself, playing it when I've been, sad, about relationships, and it's been great too, uplifting. And everybody's been through a relationship. Everybody's experienced, heartbreak at some point. I think, actually, side note, I think that everybody should experience heartbreak at some point in their life. I feel this gives you like resolve to go forward with certain things. It gives you more clarity. It opens up almost a third eye. But topic for another day. I ain't worried about that for now. Both these tracks do something great as far as the duality, as I keep speaking on. They're both talking about two totally different things, but they're also ambiguous to the listener. So let's say they both talk about the same shit. With that being said, all we're left with is what track do I like listening to more? Now, lyrical content, this production, sonically, what more do I like? I gotta go Runaway. I have to go Runaway. I feel like the Runaway is a 2009 Through the Wire for Kanye, but it just does it better, and it's not by much.
No,
it just does it better. I feel like the production is better. I think lyrical content with both of them, if we're talking just just being ambiguous, I feel like it's a word for the night. That may just be the title for the goddamn podcast right there. Ambiguous.
It should be.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna make that happen. Yeah, it has to be. It has to be Through the Wire. Oh, not Through the Wire. I'm sorry. It has to be Runaway. That piano is too classic. The piano's everybody loves a piano. Who doesn't love a goddamn piano? If you don't love a piano, I don't know. Are you human? I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I have to go. I have to go with it, man. I have to go Runaway. It was tough to get here. It wasn't easy, but yeah, no. Runaway takes it. Yeah, give me Runaway. Runaway. That's it. Just saying it again for impact.
Yeah. So ambiguity, we're just talking about like room for interpretation. What does it mean to you? What it means to you might be different to what it means to me. And I brought this up earlier. You said everybody's got to go through a breakup. Some people go through multiple. And so like, it's really interesting, this record, how the room for interpretation, I brought this up earlier, but this really goes to what you were saying, how I've been the asshole and I'm toasting to getting out of that relationship where, of course, in my eyes, that person is the asshole. Mm-hmm. And it's just how a record in 2010, in 2018, in 2014, or whatever years, my interpretation of what I'm channeling in it is totally different from two totally different opposite planets. Runaway.
Runaway. Runaway wins. It's a good moment right here. Hey, this was how many hours did it take to get here? Maybe about 6, 7 hours of arguing this bracket.
At least.
I look at some other people's podcasts. They would go through brackets with like 4 people in like 20 minutes.
How?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
How?
Like this alone right here, we're already probably hitting about close to an hour.
Yeah.
Each bracket we spent at least probably about a little more than an hour. And then we had the I'd say probably about 5, 6 hours altogether we spent on this.
We're not talking about the reruns we did.
And the reruns, that's right. That's right. Hey, Chris Rock voice, that's right. That's right. Shit. Yeah, maybe about 7 hours.
Yeah. It didn't feel like it though. Like at no point.
Nah, it didn't at all. And we all came down to Runaway.
Runaway into the wire. I mean, what's wrong with that? I mean, that's two giants going at it.
Exactly.
That's two all-time
greats. We talked. I like how just Jesus Walks just wasn't even a thing here. It's that exposes this track for what it is, though. Like the fact that we didn't even argue for it, that argues against it already. With that being said, how does the championship game go then between Runaway and we get off the melee for now. We go to trade championship, Runaway and Through the Wire.
Remember that it was a Big East game. I think it was UConn and Syracuse. It was men's.
Oh, the 6 overtimes.
And it went 6 overtimes. This goes to 6 OTs. I had to pull out every trick in the bag for Runaway. You pulled out every trick in the bag for Through the Wire.
Had to dig deep.
I was digging deep. Had to pull up Kanye quotes on the spot. This goes down to 6 OTs, but it's the championship game. It's an absolute all-time classic.
Immediately.
I don't know topic for another day, but if you ranked like MCs and you brought their top 2 records, let's say Hove or M or whatever, or Nas, I don't know if it's this close. This was amazing. This is an all-time classics. 6 OTs, Runaway wins at the buzzer, and like, they say,
there is no loser.
There is no loser, or no team deserves to lose. Like, you hate to see somebody lose, and Through the Wire deserves to hold their head up high going back into their tunnel.
That's a great analysis right there. Both teams have great coaching. Star players are out there. Excellent bench support. Nobody's really in foul trouble. Just a good clean game.
Good officiating.
Yeah, great excellent officiating. The fans are all in it.
Yeah.
Everybody talking shit, but ain't nobody out there trying to stab nobody. Everybody just happy to witness what they're watching. Runaway.
At the very end.
Runaway. That's it. That's it for that one. Oh, we still got to make the playlist for our Sweet 16 as well too.
Yeah, we'll get that.
Yeah, we'll do that eventually. I'll probably hyperlink that. Maybe. You send me yours. I'll hyperlink in the description. Below, because we're on YouTube, so I can say that shit. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Enough of this Kanye talk. Let's move this thing to something totally different and Untitled, always mastered. Because we talk about a little bit of area thing here. Got the music. Let's have some sports. Shout out to my man Zay Jones. Or maybe not shout out to him. So you saw the video off of TMZ. So let me get a little backstory if you're getting that. So Zay Jones, he was a rookie last year out of Tennessee. He was a valedictorian of his class. Real smart cat. I think it was a 2nd round draft pick. If you could look it up for me while I'm talking, I appreciate that. Yeah, I think it's a 2nd round draft pick. I thought he would. I actually was looking at him, playing fantasy football. I was looking at him to see if he could do anything great, at least be somewhat, competent. But he didn't have that great of a rookie season at all. 2nd round draft pick,
37th overall. Yep.
Okay, all right. Yeah, he didn't really have that great of a season. Buffalo wide receiver core is pretty weak, but I was pretty disappointed that he didn't stand out. I mean, they picked up a guy off of waivers from Buffalo, and he had like a better season than he did. Or not Buffalo, from Chicago. I was disappointed in Zay Jones this whole season. So evidently, something I didn't know, Zay Jones has a brother that Caleb Jones that plays for Minnesota. So I don't know, fun facts for you. But it comes up with a story. So I guess Zay Jones was in his penthouse in L.A., which, by the way, Rookie spending money like that. All right. Easy, baby. All right. You just got in the league. You already got a spot in Buffalo. Now you got a penthouse in LA. Hopefully you're renting for the off season. But yeah, that's all I'm saying. Just hopefully you're renting. Just be smart with your money. So they had a chick with him. And I don't know I don't think it's anything with the girl that happened, but it looked like Zay, I don't know what if he was on anything, he was just really, really drunk, but he was in the right state of mind. He was naked in the hallway. His brother tried to stop and slow him down. And then Zay pushed him off and said, I'm about to fight for Jesus, something like that.
I'm about to fight for Jesus, yeah.
I'm about to fight
something
for Jesus.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, he runs to the end of the hallway. He's on the 30th fucking floor, and he takes his foot and he kicks it into a goddamn window and shatters it. And he tries to jump out. Tries to fucking jump out. You saw the video. You see all that blood everywhere? Oh my god! It looked like a horror scene, or a bad period. I don't know. It was just all over the place right there. That shit was terrible, dude. What do you think about it before we get more into it?
So he says, first of all, and I quote, "I want to fight for Jesus. Jesus is that way." Might have been listening to Jesus Walks a bit too much.
Oh, nice time.
Yeah. And so I got this. So I was just Googling Zay Jones, and there's an article in Sports Illustrated, and I lie to you not. The title is Zay Jones drafted by the Bills while wearing O.J. Simpson car chase shirt.
Oh, for real?
For real.
Oh. Hey, quick side note. NCAA tournament. Loyola Chicago just won again.
Yeah?
Yeah. They beat Nevada 69-68.
That's crazy.
Marcus Towns, his three with 7 seconds left. So they get to play against either Kentucky or Kansas State. Loyola Chicago. This year's George Mason? Who knows?
Let me see. Doing their thing.
Hey, exactly. So, back to Zay. So,
back to Zay.
Up on him.
I mean, I just thought that when I say Zay Jones drafted by Bills, I'm wearing O.J. Simpson car chase shirt. And then the next thing is, I want to fight for Jesus. Jesus is that way when you're naked. I don't know how much liquor he was on or what
liquor.
Else.
I ain't trying to speculate, but let's say
I don't want to speculate. But you're right. We shouldn't. But
no. Hold a second. But you're right here that the kick in the window to run down the hallway naked and to fight your brother. You're not drinking water all night, all right? You're not sipping on juice, watching reruns of something on TV or binge watching Netflix.
Yeah.
You ain't doing that shit. He was on something. I don't know what it is. I'm just saying it right now. I think he was on something.
Certainly.
The kick in the window.
Yeah.
You saw all that blood?
Blood. 30th floor.
Everybody, if you haven't seen it yet, go watch the TMZ video of Zay Jones.
It looks like
I'm looking at the camera right now. Go watch the video of Zay Jones TMZ, please.
The blood is something out of like The Wire or Law and Order.
Like I don't think I've even seen a movie set like that. That thing was all real too. What did his foot look like?
I don't think the picture got released.
My thing is that so I want to speculate about his playing career in a little bit, but let's talk about some facts here. So he had to show up in court Wednesday. I don't know if he showed up or his lawyer did, but no charges were brought against him, so he's completely off.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just because he's completely off from the law doesn't mean that Godell, them boys, Buffalo, they're not looking into it still.
Right.
Do you think Zay Jones plays another down in this league again?
Yeah, he got some talent because he was drafted in the second round. If he's a 7th round pick or he goes undrafted, probably not. But he was a 2nd round pick. This is a pass heavy league. He'll get another chance just based on his talent.
I mean, Josh Gordon was out the league for 3 years and came back and started cooking again. Honestly,
yep.
Came back and started frying. Like, goddamn. Mm-hmm. But Zay Jones is not a talent like Josh Gordon. If you ask me, not at all. But
somebody, one of the 32 teams? Well,
the Patriots probably will. They do shit like that.
No, he's not white.
No, the Patriots always pick up big personalities or players with history. Think about it. Albert Hainsworth, Ocho Cinco, Tebow,
Randy
Randy. That's what
Straight cash.
Belichick does.
He does. I think he does a pretty good job handling it, mostly.
Mostly.
We'll talk about that some other day. But yeah, he'll get another chance somewhere. The Bengals probably they pick up every bad off the field player. It seems
The
like on that
Raiders.
roster. The Raiders.
Oh, bro, have you ever seen this meme of it's recent of John Gruden sitting next to Mark
Nah.
Davis?
With the haircut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said
Yeah,
Mark
yeah,
Davis
yeah.
looked like John Gruden if he was in a microwave.
Yeah. I saw that.
Oh man, hey, Mark Davis. I think it's his name, isn't it? Mark Davis.
Yeah, I'll look it up. Make sure.
Yeah, with Davis, we'll go for Davis for now. Dude, that motherfucker looks weird. He looks like an alien.
Mark Davis. Yep.
Yeah, Davis. And Mark Davis said, I have a spaceship and I'm about to take off here in about an hour. I will completely believe him when he surprised me. I'm like, all right.
If there was an ET remake for like the year 2050, they should use Mark Davis's haircut.
They should use Goonies, remake that one. Just use Mark Davis. He could be the big bad that was in the basement that actually was a good guy. Oh my God. But yeah, Zay Jones. So this brings it to a more of a serious point though.
Yep.
Mental health in the NFL. Are they doing enough? Are these players already somewhat? Not all. I want to speculate with all of them because all of them are not. But you see the concussion movie that came out?
Will Smith?
Yeah,
I saw bits and pieces.
I recommend sitting down and watch the whole thing. CTE seems like CTE exists. Just taking a lot of blows
definitely.
to the head. Yeah, your brain's kind of like in a space. So the more hits to the head you get, your brain just goes back and forth, and the skull just keeps bouncing over, bouncing back and forth, and your brain gets black and blue. That's a lot of receptor factors. I'm not a scientist, but that's not good. All right, if your brain's bruised, you got a bruised brain.
Yeah.
With that being said, Zay Jones over his career, he's probably taking a lot of hits, and some shit like this. It actually makes it kind of sad. I mean, this story could have been a lot worse. Imagine who knows what happened if Caleb Jones was in there. Maybe Zay actually jumps out that goddamn window. Maybe the story's completely different. It's kind of funny, because he's alive. We could talk about it, but who knows what actually happens? And the game is I don't know. I heard a lot of things about football going forward that, as a fan, kind of scares me because you got guys that are retiring a lot earlier. And I'm a huge fan of the game, but I feel that at a certain age you don't need to do it anymore. Like Frank Gore recently just signed with the Dolphins. Dude's 35 years old. I know he went to University of Miami, but at some point, bro, you guys just hang it up. Like, you're 35. You've been running the rock for at least 14, almost 12, 13 years. Like, that's just way too long as a running back. Like, after you're 30, 29, 30, you're pretty much done as a running back. You're just taking on them hits. You got to give it up, man. What you think?
I don't think you can see me.
Nah, I can't see you. What happened?
I'm on low battery. I'm on 10%. I'll just talk just to keep the flow going.
Go on.
I just want to say, just because I'm going to talk to the lowest common denominator as fans. Just because it's not documented that someone didn't have a concussion doesn't mean that they didn't have a concussion.
Absolutely.
I know me and you as Flyers, to be taken off a flight means someone else is like taking your spot, and that puts them in a uncomfortable predicament. So
especially deployment.
Certainly in a deployment. And so, imagine just you at the workplace. If you take a sick day, well, someone else has to take that spot. And then if you take a sick day, how do your coworkers think about you if you take too many of them, right? So think about a player on a concussion. Well, he's second round pick. He's a talented player, coveted player. If he goes out, if he has a concussion, the culture is, and we're starting to see a shift in this, keep playing. And I just want to say, just because it's not documented doesn't mean he didn't have a concussion.
Yeah, absolutely. You remember back in the day, like Steve Young had like a concussion almost every week.
Yeah.
Like, Steve Young got a concussion, but whatever. It was like nothing. Like concussions were anything back then.
Right. And now we're starting to see it. I just want to bring that up. You brought a great thing up with concussions. I'm glad you brought it.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring this back to hip hop. Kanye, Kendrick, and M have all talked about like the pitfalls of celebrity. And you can just imagine. Now, Zay Jones isn't like some A+ celebrity, but I'm sure in Buffalo with second round pick money, And I don't know what college he went to, but I'm sure he's always been the
He
star.
went to Tennessee. He was a valedictorian.
Oh my God, Tennessee. That's a huge football school and a huge school in general.
Absolutely.
To where any mental health issues probably gets buried in the search of something to fill that void in that celebrity lifestyle, the fast life. And so we just talked about, we don't know what he's on. I don't want to speculate, but we know it's not water. He was something. At best, he was just drunk. At best.
Yeah. The kick
And
in
that
the
could be a
window.
huge issue. Yeah. And even
Yeah.
if you're drinking that much, that's a huge thing. Yeah. And shout out to Ho 444. That's going to be a great podcast. He talks about mental health. And I just want to say, man, if you listen to this, I mean, going to therapy is not a sign of weakness. To me, I've always seen it as a sign of strength. That you know what you need to work on and you're getting it done. Man, I commend you for it. I applaud anyone that has the guts to say, I'm going to therapy. Especially in this society, man, take care of you.
You got to, because no one else could look out. No one else could look out. No one else could look out for you as you can. You hit it 100% on the head right there. You got to take care of yourself first and foremost. You got to make sure you're good to go, because other people look out for you, but no one actually knows what you're thinking, or they can feel exactly what you're feeling. And yes, it is a sign of strength to go to therapy. To like, hey, I'm weak in this area. Somebody please help. That's strength right there to come across and say, hey, somebody, anybody, here I am. Please fix me. I agree 100%. And I feel like Zay Jones here, like I said, we don't know what's going on with him. He's not going to face any legal trouble from the law, so that's good. But of course, he's probably going to get sued from the penthouse for the damages he caused. That's going to happen, but he should be able to pay that. Hopefully, I just hope that if there's anything wrong in his life, obviously, people just don't kick the window out and say they're fighting for Jesus, out of nowhere. So I just hope he gets the help that he needs.
Yeah, and one of the inspirations for the podcast title, Untitled, I already mentioned, was that I wanted it to be ambiguous room for interpretations for us to talk about what's relevant and what's going on. Mental health is a huge thing right now, and again, like you said, I hope Zay Jones. We was kind of making this a meme, and I'm sure a lot of people are blasting him on the internet. But I hope he gets the mental health he needs, and forget about his football career for right now. Just hope he gets taken care of.
Yeah, that's why I think Zay Jones, at least, I think you're right. He will play again. I'm not sure how significant that injury is. The kick in the window and all that blood, I'm pretty sure it wasn't great. Something had to tear at least. He had to tear a couple muscles. So I don't think he's going to get on the field anytime soon. We'll hear more in the next couple of days or weeks about what's going on with him. But shout out to Zay. Hey, power to Caleb too for being there for your brother. It's always good to have family around for those reasons, and just in case stupid shit pop off. There's some other chick that was there too, and she obviously had to aid in the situation. That scream she had in that video was scary as shit.
It was.
Dude, that was just ridiculous. Everybody, if you can't just watch the video, not for your entertainment, but just at least learn from it. If you have anybody's going through anything, love them, hug them, take them out somewhere, show them a good time. Just don't ignore it. Any signs of issues, just make sure you're there for them. So I'm cool on this topic. You got anything else you want to say on it?
No, I think we hit it.
All right, bet. Okay, so let's move on to the last one. My man Dwight Howard, not really my man's, but I'm gonna claim him right now. Had a 30 for 30 ESPN special night, 30 points, 32 rebounds. What do you think? In 34 minutes, 30 for 30 for 30.
Well, I'm not a big Dwight Howard fan, but he did his thing last night, so I guess I can't criticize him here. Yes, I can.
But I won't. There it is. He did play against the Nets last night.
Played against the Nets. I'll make this quick. My biggest complaint with Dwight Howard is he came to this league with supreme athleticism, and he never built off of that. Never learned fundamentals. Never got his footwork down. Never got his post game down. And for a man who cared so much about offense instead of defense, he showed zero improvement in the offense in any area, and especially the free throw line. It's frustrating. It's a waste of a talent. Well, I won't say a waste. He's still an NBA player, but he could have been a lot more in my eyes. I know he had the back injury, but I mean, show me something. Show me some post work. Anything, please. He did his thing last night. Got the numbers, got the rebounds, got the points. And to me, it's just he shouldn't. These numbers are crazy, but he should be putting up great numbers every night.
This is why I want to bring this topic up because I don't want so much to talk about Dwight's great night. I want to talk about Dwight Howard's career.
Okay.
And you are absolutely right. I feel like Dwight Howard could have been a whole lot more. I think he's 32 now. I think it's
Yeah,
32.
I'll look it up.
Okay, bet. I think it's 32 now. Um, Dwight Howard to me, and it's kind of painful to say this, but I think it's a lot. He's wasted potential. He was the man in Orlando. He was in a couple years in the league. I think it was the 6th year. He was already in the NBA Finals. He was playing against Kobe, in his prime. You're not beating Kobe at that point. Yeah, Trevor Reese played so well next to Kobe. That was such a great combo that doesn't ever get talked about. Um, Dwight, yeah, the dude is imposing physically. Could jump out the gym, can run down the floor, can do it all. I just felt like that Dwight has never really taken the game so seriously enough to actually apply his game, or he felt like he was more than what he was, and he felt like he was more than what he was. He never actually developed that part of his game. I feel like he more so wanted to be a Tim Duncan than a Dikembe Mutombo. I think Dwight could have retired as one of the, if not the greatest defensive player or defensive big man that ever played the game. Dwight Howard in the post, his athleticism, and of course he had a back injury too, so we had to account for that. But let's go back to his Orlando days. I never liked the fact that he left Orlando. I was not a fan of that at all. He left. He was the man there. He went to LA for 1 year, and then LA. Everybody, I feel like everybody knew that he was leaving LA, but LA didn't want to trade him for any reason. They was on their high horse. We're the Lakers. Nobody leaves LA. How's that worked out for you for the last 6 years? Whatever. Conversation another day. Dwight goes to Houston. James Harden is already the man there, and they run the offense where at this point big men are. If you can't go out there and shoot the three, or you can't stretch the floor, what good are you right now? Dwight picking his locations has been the worst thing for his career. Then he was in Atlanta last for 1 year too. That didn't really work out too well. They traded him off season to Charlotte. Now he became like a journeyman. Dwight Howard, the talent level he has within him, should not be journeyman. Dwight Howard should have been in Atlanta for about 15, 16 years, then retired. I'm highly disappointed with how his career has turned out. He's still a great player because he's in the NBA, of course. He showed you last time what he's capable of doing. Dwight Howard should at least be giving you about 15 a night, if you ask me. Shit, Dennis Rodman's out there grabbing 18 rebounds a game. Imagine Dennis Rodman mentality in Dwight Howard's body. Just think about it. It'd be something you probably never even seen before. Dude probably get 20 boards a game. You probably miss a shot, and that probably be it. I think Dwight should have focused more so on defense. Because I feel like his offense game's always been lacking. He's never had a jumper. He's never been a Tim Duncan type off the backboard, 17 feet. I think Dwight should just focus on defense. Just guarded that paint, blocks, steals, alley oops, clean up baskets, and he could have been just excellent at that. And with that, work with King Olajuwon like everyone seems to do. Develop a post game, and he could have been great from there. Dwight has sold himself short a lot over the years, and last night just makes me sad. Honestly, it makes me sad to see that game from Dwight. Shout out to you, 30 for 30 within 34 minutes, but dude, you could have been so much more. And with that being said, I'm gonna pour some Jameson in that man's name for his career. I'm gonna pour into my belly though, so it's a little bit different. I ain't wasting no good yak.
So we forget how dominant Dwight was. Dwight was. So eight times all NBA team, 5 times first NBA, 3-time DPOY Defensive Player of the Year. For those who don't really watch the game of basketball, right? That's a big deal.
3 times?
3 times.
Jesus.
And you brought up a great foundation without shout out to the wire. You brought up a great foundation, which will be a catalyst for future NBA talk with the Dwight. I judge players on not what they are, but what they should be. And that includes top 5 players where people put them on an elite echelon, which I think they should be lowered, but no, we'll get to that. Yeah, Dwight should be so much more in his career. Like I just read 5-time first NBA, 3-time DPOY. Those are Hall of Fame numbers.
Yeah. Oh, he'll be in the Hall of Fame.
He'll be in the Hall of Fame, but
it's a basketball Hall of Fame. It's not an NBA Hall of Fame, so
that's
it's a little bit
correct.
of a difference. Yeah.
And also, once again, for those who don't follow sports, basketball Hall of Fame is much easier to get into than the NFL Hall of Fame. I don't know the
Yeah, easily.
percentages. I think it's like double of what the NFL is.
You could have a
And
great high school team, and that may make it to the
it
NBA
might.
Hall or the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Right. And then you brought up, like, in today's game, his lack of shooting, his lack of anything offensively. He should shine, if nothing else, from this 4-out 1-in, which is essentially 4 shooters at the 3-point line and somebody in the paint as a pick. I'm trying not to get too complex here, but we see. Look, you brought up the Houston Rockets. Clint Capella is killing it.
Yeah,
It's just a pitch setter,
absolutely.
catching lobs. Like, that should be. Or we see now it's the Warriors, so I mean it's not the greatest example. We see. Better yet, let me use Tristan Thompson of the Cavs when he was doing his thing before he dated a Kardashian.
That always brings your career down.
Another story for another day. Uh, like, say he's just where he's
Uh,
just getting lobs, and he is the beneficiary of LeBron creating and him just rolling to the rim, and he's just catching lobs and dunks. And we saw that against the Warriors in the 2015 and 2016 finals. He should be killing it as a center in today's NBA. He has enough athleticism to still be the center position isn't deep, a top 5 center still, off the top of my head. Embiid, Cousins, I'm probably missing 1 or 2 more, but I'll say top 5. And he should be shining. And he has always elected to want to be a primary scorer when he has never developed the skill set to demand the ball.
you're absolutely right. Yeah, he's never had an offensive game that. Oh, Dwight's down there in the post. Yeah, let me go and feed him.
No, and if we look back to the Orlando Cavs when he went against LeBron, it was Hito Turkoglu generating offense. It was, I think, Courtney Lee was on there. Jameer Nelson was on that squad. They were creating
Hito
the
Turkoglu,
offense. Yeah, Hito Turkoglu was on there.
and I think
And
was it Ryan Anderson there as well too?
nah, that was post.
Was it Post? You sure?
Yeah, definitely positive.
Okay, all right.
Michael Petrus on that squad.
Oh, Peaches. Remember they said Peaches was shutting down LeBron James, and
Yeah, I
LeBron
remember that.
averaged like 43 points against him. Some crazy.
Yeah, but even like us going back to that, like the Eastern Conference Finals and that upset, it wasn't the White's offense that was carrying that team on the offensive floor. He did his thing defensively. Don't get it twisted, but offensively, it was Hito Turkoglu as the point forward who was
Ooh.
balling out of his mind.
He do very underrated. Very underrated.
Yeah.
God, I love that man's game.
Mm-hmm. Then we saw what happened against the Lakers in the championship.
Yeah, you going against Kobe. I mean, you wasn't winning that shit.
Nah.
Nah, you weren't winning that one at all. Was it Powell with the Lakers
Yeah.
at that point?
Yeah, that was their second year together. Yeah, just lost to the Celtics the year prior.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Mhm.
Man, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, Dwight, he's left a lot on the table, and I
Yeah.
feel like that's his whole career be Dwight. I mean, Dwight is going to have a great secondary career, which is another podcast show I like to get involved into with you. Athletes in the second career. I think he'd be great in like on TNT. With like Kenny and the boys, Ernie Johnson, the Elevator. He'd be great in like that environment. He's going to have somewhere. His personality is going to involve media, but as far as play on the court, he just leaves a lot to be desired. A lot. I feel like that mentally, he's never gave his all to the game, and it's just sad. It's just sad to see. He gave enough where he can give you incredible nights like this, where he's just couldn't be stopped. Like I saw Dwight Howard doing shit where like fuck, you could have been doing that 8 years ago. Where was that in 2011, 2012? Now I'm saying, like you said, the back injury, he was hurt for a while. I get that, but no one forced him to sign with Houston.
Mm-mm.
He didn't have to do that at all. He could have. I mean, re-up with the Lakers probably wasn't a good move either because him and Kobe just didn't mesh well together
Mm-mm.
because for their personalities. But he could have signed in like a Dallas and been the man.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, if you ask me, he should have just never left Orlando. What's wrong with Orlando? It's beautiful there. It's Florida. It's great.
Tax free.
Yeah, exactly. You go there to Cali, the play under Kobe. Then you go to Houston, play under James Harden. Then your stock just drops. Next thing you get traded for a couple second rounders from Atlanta, going to or a couple. What you get traded for, like Marco Bellinelli, like somebody else or something else.
It's so sad.
Yeah, I would love for the Wizards to pick him up, but at the same time, I feel like that. I don't know if I want him in the locker room.
Yeah,
And I don't know anything bad. Say anything bad about him, but just like he has like a lot of baggage with him from place to place. That you got young guys in our locker room in DC. I wouldn't want him there. I like Dwight, but I like his skill set. I like what he brings to the table, especially if you play with a point guard like John Wall. I think that would be very interesting. Almost be like your guys. You went back in the day with Chris Paul and Tyson Chandler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be almost like reminiscent of that, but I probably wouldn't want that in DC. But Dwight, he's not gonna stay in Charlotte forever either. He probably gonna end up trading him maybe at the end of the season or next season. You know how this shit goes. It's just sad he became a journeyman, and he should be one of the greatest big men to ever play the game.
I'm gonna hold off on the Wizards talk. Playoffs are right around the corner.
Ooh,
we will talk
yes,
about that. We're gonna have
Absolutely.
a great NBA playoff preview podcast. That thing's gonna be lit.
No way. Hey, get your Jameson ready.
Get your Jameson ready. Get your popcorn ready. Shout out to T.O. making the Hall of Fame.
Hey, shout out to T.O.
You said, yeah, so you brought up Dwight with the Lakers. So it was a terrible fit. And that's a perfect. That team was terrible, not on the offense on the floor. They were killing it. It was their defense. As Phil Jackson says, that defense needs a come to Jesus moment.
A Jesus walks moment.
Jesus walks moment, right? And that team was killing on the offense on the floor, but yet Dwight is kind of playing out shots. Well, if you're playing with Kobe, I mean, he's just not gonna get shots. And Kobe is underrated with his passing. We'll get to that another day. But yeah, and then like you brought up Dallas. So let me go back. When they were recruiting Dwight to come back to LA, Kobe said, "Be our Tyson Chandler." And Dwight took offense to that, reportedly. And you brought up Dallas. Well, Dallas won a championship with Dirk at the 4 and a perfect center complement in Tyson Chandler that could cover for Dirk's deficiencies. Dirk could spread the floor for Tyson Chandler to give him spruce space to operate in a pick and roll manner. It was a perfect marriage. Dwight in Dallas is perfect. Absolutely perfect. At that time, anyway. And he didn't go. And it's DeAndre Jordan 3 years ago would have been perfect for that same reason. It's the perfect fit for Dirk. I could have a podcast just on Dirk. I love Dirk.
We have a podcast just on why players don't go to Dallas anymore. Because I have no idea why not.
Great. That has to do with their coach. And you said his secondary career, man, that'd be a great podcast too. He's gonna kill it. He reminds me like a Chris Webber. Very energetic, very positive, sometimes too much. But I think Dwight has that smile, and he got that. I can just imagine, like, you know, that meme where Shaq fell over the chair.
Yeah.
TNT set. Like, I can see like Dwight, Frank Collin, or getting into things with Shaq or Chuck rings Ernie. Shout out to Ernie Johnson. I could just see it. He'd be perfect on the TNT. I don't think it'd be great like on ESPN where it's more strict and suit and tie, kind of more uptight. But like on TNT or even NBA TV where it's like looser, I think he'd do his thing.
I think it's an interesting conversation right here.
It is.
As far as secondary careers, I think that in 10 years, you may see like a Dwight Howard sit next to Nick Young, sitting next to
oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. Sit next to who else got I throw out there too? Who else do you think of would sit next well to him? It's like a player's playing today, retire soon.
Oh man, what a great discussion piece. We just talking about like cutting up.
Yeah, just like having fun on the set, like they do on TNT, like Barkley, Kenny the Jet, Shaq, or Chris Webber.
Swaggy would be
Dwight
perfect.
and Nick. Yeah, I see Dwight and Nick Young. Yeah, for sure. But who today would be there?
Man, I'd have to go through a roster.
I'll have to look at it too because it's a couple guys. J.R. Smith, that'd be interesting.
J.R. would just be like high, like every.
Yeah, that's true.
If this was NFL, I'd easily go like Gronkowski. Like he'd fit. NBA though.
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce would work.
Yeah.
Man, I'd have to like look up a roster. Maybe that'd be a great. I know it wouldn't be Kawhi. I know that.
Hell no, absolutely nobody from the Spurs would be on there. Steven Jackson, but it doesn't really count.
Steven Jackson, but he don't count. Man, do you have anybody?
As far as basketball, football,
basketball.
Like I said, Dwight. I think Nick Young is. I don't know. Nick Young would be interesting. It'd be kind of funny, but I think that is. I don't know. But Dwight would be great. I think Dwight's he's very knowledgeable about the game. I think he would just excel in that career. I think someone like Rondo. I think Rondo would be good.
Rondo would be excellent from an
Yeah,
IQ standpoint. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Rondo IQ is incredible. He had a great game again tonight. I think he had a double for y'all boys.
Rondo would just be stay with the numbers.
I know he's killing me right now in my fantasy championship, well, playoff championship, semifinal championship.
What about Draymond from like a trash talking perspective?
Draymond, hey, Draymond be another good one too as well. Yeah, Draymond be great. I don't think guys like Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson be good at all.
They're too. Well,
Yeah,
Klay would be high everything too, just like J.R. Smith. And Steph doesn't really have that personality. I'm not inclined to.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. But it's also let's look at this past also get LeBron is like the most interesting to me when it comes to secondary careers. I have no idea I have no idea what he's going to do next. I think he's going to be an owner one day. I think it's his goal is to own a team.
Yeah, we see Puff and Steph actually trying to buy the Panthers, right?
Yeah, but I don't think that's not going to happen. I would love to see.
Agree.
I would love to see Diddy as the owner. I think Diddy would be incredible as a.
Just drinking some rock in the owner's box.
Hey, Diddy, let me get some season tickets, baby. Oh shit. Yeah, but that's topic for another day. Actually, I think about those, but I think that's all we got for now. You got any final thoughts? Anything?
NFL free agency next podcast. I believe we discussed.
Oh, dude, I cannot wait to do Kirk Cousins to the Vikings.
You got very interesting perspective with Kirk Cousins. I view Kirk differently than most people, so I want to see how that racks up against what I think. But what you've seen, I'll save it. Don't worry. I have unique on Jimmy Graham going to the Packers as a New Orleans Saint fan.
Hey.
We've got Jordy Nelson going to the Raiders. We got Ndamukong Suh, still a free agent. Rumored Saints, Rams. I think there's one other team.
I think he's going to the Rams.
We'll save that. Whatever defense he goes to. Oh, my God. We'll talk about the NFC nuclear war race that is built. Philly got better. The Saints got better. The Vikings maybe got better, depending on how you view Kirk Cousins. We'll save that.
I'll save it.
The Rams got better.
Yep. Defense got way better.
Yeah. Tons to talk about. I'm sure we'll bring up best contracts, worst contracts, best fits, bounce back player. Yeah, it's going to be a heavy NFL podcast next time. I'm excited.
All right. Hey, all NFL, baby. Let's get it.
All NFL.
We're going to plan out for about a week. Give a good show to the people.
Let's do it.
All right, bet. Give me call me about 5 minutes. I got to take a piss and run upstairs and light a black up.
Bet.
All right. Stop broadcast.